Let us begin by becoming still. Let us set aside, just for this moment, all the noise that follows us, all the urgency that pulls at us, all the unfinished things that wait for our attention. Let us simply be here, breathing quietly, allowing the day to meet us gently. We come into this morning with open hands and quiet hearts, grateful for the gift of another beginning, another chance to live with intention and care. We give thanks for the breath that moves through us, steady and faithful, reminding us that we are alive, that we are held, that we belong to something larger than ourselves. We are grateful for the light that comes, for the way the world renews itself, for the simple mercy of waking to a day that has not yet been written. We give thanks for the people who share our lives, for those who know us well, and those we have yet to meet, for the quiet ways we are woven together, even when we do not see it. We are thankful for the small things that hold us, a warm drink, a kind word, a moment of rest, the feeling of being home. We acknowledge the mystery of being here at all, of being conscious and capable of wonder, of being able to notice beauty and offer kindness. This day comes to us as both a gift and a responsibility, and we ask for the grace to meet it with care. Help us to see what is truly before us, not what we fear or what we imagine, but what is real and present and worthy of our attention. Teach us to notice the moments that matter, the small exchanges that shape a life, the quiet opportunities to be generous and true. Guide us toward what is honest in ourselves, toward the places where we can grow without pretense, where we can acknowledge our limits and still move forward with courage. We ask for patience today, patience with ourselves when we stumble or forget, patience with others who are carrying burdens we cannot see. Help us to remember that everyone we meet is doing their best with what they have, that harshness rarely helps, that gentleness is not weakness but strength. Give us the wisdom to know when to speak and when to listen, when to act and when to wait, when to hold on and when to let go. We ask for the kind of clarity that does not demand certainty, the kind of confidence that does not require control, the kind of peace that can live alongside uncertainty. Help us to be present to our own lives, to show up fully even when we are tired, to resist the urge to numb or distract ourselves from what we feel. Teach us to hold our own hearts with compassion, to speak to ourselves the way we would speak to someone we love, to forgive ourselves for being human and imperfect. We ask for the courage to be honest about what we need, to ask for help when we are struggling, to admit when we do not have the answers. Give us the humility to learn from our mistakes, to see them not as failures, but as teachers, to let them soften us rather than harden us. Help us to notice where we are rigid or defensive, where we cling to being right instead of being kind, where our pride gets in the way of connection. We ask for open hearts today, hearts that can hold both joy and sorrow, both hope and disappointment, both certainty and doubt. Teach us to make space for complexity, to resist the urge to simplify what is nuanced, to honor the fullness of our experience without needing to resolve it all at once. Help us to be gentle with the parts of ourselves that are still healing, the old wounds that resurface unexpectedly, the fears that linger even when we wish they would not. We ask for the grace to extend that same gentleness outward, to meet others where they are, to offer understanding instead of judgment, to choose curiosity over assumption. Give us eyes to see the dignity in every person, the worth that does not depend on achievement or status or likability, the inherent value that simply comes from being human. Help us to notice those who are overlooked, those who are struggling quietly, those who need kindness but may not know how to ask for it. Teach us to be the kind of presence that makes others feel safe, that invites honesty, that does not require performance or perfection. We ask for strength today, not the kind that powers through or ignores limits, but the kind that sustains, that endures, that knows when to rest and when to persist. Help us to trust the rhythms of our own energy, to honor our need for stillness as much as our capacity for action, to know that rest is not laziness, but renewal. Give us the wisdom to discern what truly needs our attention, and what can wait, what is urgent, and what only feels urgent, what is ours to carry, and what we must release. We ask for the courage to set boundaries when we need them, to say no without guilt, to protect our time and energy so that we can give from a place of fullness rather than depletion. Teach us to recognize the difference between helping and fixing, between supporting and controlling, between being responsible and being responsible for everything. Help us to trust that we do not have to solve every problem, that our care can be real without being complete, that showing up is enough even when we cannot make everything better. We ask for the kind of love today that is steady and unspectacular, the love that shows up in small ways, in patience and attention and presence. Help us to love without expecting return, to give without keeping score, to be kind even when it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. Teach us that love is often quiet, that it lives in the ordinary moments, in listening well and showing up and choosing tenderness over hardness. We ask for the grace to forgive, to release the resentments we carry, to let go of the stories we tell ourselves about who wronged us and how. Help us to see that holding on to anger only weighs us down, that bitterness poisons our own peace, that forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves as much as anyone else. Give us the courage to repair what can be repaired, to apologize when we have caused harm, to make amends when we are able, to do the work of reconciliation when it is possible. And when reconciliation is not possible, help us to find peace anyway, to release what we cannot change, to move forward without bitterness or blame. We ask for hope today, not the kind that ignores reality or pretends everything is fine, but the kind that believes in possibility even in the midst of difficulty. Help us to trust that things can change, that we can grow, that healing is real, that tomorrow does not have to look like yesterday. Teach us to notice the signs of life, even in hard seasons, the small shoots of green that push through concrete, the unexpected moments of grace that remind us we are not alone. We ask for the faith to keep going when we are tired, to take the next step even when we cannot see the whole path, to trust that we do not have to have it all figured out to move forward. Help us to be kind to ourselves about how long things take, to honor our own pace, to resist the pressure to be further along than we are. Give us the patience to let things unfold in their own time, to trust the process even when it feels slow, to believe that growth is happening even when we cannot measure it. We ask for gratitude to be our companion today, gratitude that does not deny hardship, but chooses to notice goodness alongside it. Help us to see the gifts that are easy to overlook, the ways we are cared for, the beauty that persists, the love that surrounds us even when we feel alone. Teach us to say thank you often, to acknowledge what we have been given, to recognize that so much of what sustains us comes from beyond ourselves. As we prepare to step into this day, we ask for the grace to carry this stillness with us, to return to this quiet center when we feel scattered or overwhelmed. Help us to remember that we can begin again at any moment, that a single breath can bring us back to presence, that peace is always available if we are willing to pause and receive it. We give thanks for this time of reflection, for the chance to orient ourselves toward what matters, for the reminder that we are not alone in this life. We step forward now with gratitude and trust, ready to meet whatever comes with as much grace and kindness as we can offer. May we be gentle with ourselves and others. May we be present and awake. May we walk through this day with steady hearts and open hands. And so, we begin.